Welcome back to the show, gentlemen. Congratulations on the win. And Patrick, and Nobbins is here as well. You man are turning it on at just the right time.
It's quite simple, Terry, and you know people always criticize this City team, and they never learn their lessons. Like as City fans, we told people, give Jack time, Jack will cook. Look, he's cooking now. 6 assists, 5 goals, and there's 100 million players elsewhere that are not doing well, but nobody's saying anything. But it was all on Jack. Looking at this City team right now, it's 7, I think 7 or 8, if you count all competitions on the bounce. Again, Diaz came back. No surprise that the defense is better. Southampton, obviously, have always been difficult for us in few years. If you look at the records, sometimes we either beat them 5-0, 4-0, then we go 1-1, then they beat us 1-0, then it's 0-0. Today was a good performance, professional. I'm pretty sure during halftime, he told the guys that if you want to win, as he said in the press, if you want to win this league, we don't have to drop points. Right now, I see Arsenal fans are panicking, as you've said, Terry, on Twitter. They're panicking. I don't know why they're panicking. You've been playing all season. Say with chest, you guys, this league is in your hands. But this is Man City, Terry, and we're going to go to the end. And as I told Igao and a few other Arsenal fans at the beginning of the season, you guys deserve this league if you win it. I want to hate on you. I'll clap my hands. But if you bottle it, I am waiting for you in the background, and you will suffer throughout next season. But anyway, man, that was a good performance. Haaland again. Where are those people who said Haaland is just a tap-in merchant? Haaland is not the best. Haaland is the best right now. I can go as far as I'd rather take Haaland than Harry Kane and Lewandowski right now in 2023. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Big up for the win. Nice to see you, Hamza. Nobby, nice to see you again, Terry.
I hear you. Hamza, I need to ask you, bro. What is this about KDB and Haaland being the same as Zidane and R9 together? Explain that to me.
Nah, I look up to R9 and Zidane a lot, and I think I raise my player standards. I think Haaland is special. I think he's a generational talent. Like there's no striker in world football that matches his statistic. The only player that can be compared to him as a striker is Kylian Mbappe. It's a fact. And this is why I say when I say R9, I just try and compare him, saying that if this guy lived in R9's level era, I think he would have scored as many goals. He's a generational talent. As for KDB, I've always said from beginning, like KDB will retire as the greatest midfielder in the Premier League by far. But there's no question about that. I don't negotiate on that. He's so talented. We're so lucky to have KDB in the Premier League. The way that this guy makes assists, and makes a mockery, the way he controls games is just special. I've not witnessed a player in this league as special as KDB in midfield. Scholes is one of them.
I get that. Based on what you said, do you think he's as good as Zidane?
Not Zidane. I often compare him to Modric level. I think the standards between him and Modric are quite similar. And the difference is because Modric has got the Champions League and he doesn't. But I've seen him play Modric against Real Madrid and Croatia, and he outclasses Modric on both games. And not to say that Modric is a bad player. I think him and Modric are by far, like, their levels at the game is just way beyond any other player. And to me, I call him Zidane because Modric is like the levels of Zidane and the levels of Edgar Davids. So when I talk about KDB being Zidane, I'm talking about the era. This guy is as special as the previous legend of an era. Not like he's as good as Zidane. No way. I'm respecting Zidane.
I understand that. And do you feel like you're going to hunt down Arsenal now? There's 5 points. They go away to Anfield tomorrow. There's not a lot of Arsenal fans in the comments seem pretty confident, but I've seen a lot online saying now they're shitting themselves. How do you see tomorrow going? And will City hunt them down?
I say, listen, congratulations on Arsenal. I predicted them they're going to do well this season because they got youth-hungry players with a youth manager. But one thing, it's experience. It's experience. It's the mentality that City have bought. City have this mentality, they will take it all the way to the wire. We've seen it with the Aguero moment, with the Gundogan moment. They've got something that I've called a phrase that I've made up. I think that it's called champions mentality heritage. The heritage to have the mentality to go all the way to the end. City, Madrid, Bayern have that. And with the likes of Gundogan, KDB, Haaland, these guys, I can see them. I can see them. And Arsenal fans are panicking, Terry. Arsenal fans were watching our game. We're watching our game, praying for our downfall today. Now, Arsenal have to go to Liverpool to get maximum points. They're most under pressure today. So to me, I think we've put most Arsenal fans are going to go to bed tonight worried about what's going to happen. And if they bottle tomorrow, the league is done. We will chase them down. I believe that. I believe we'll definitely be in the Etihad, 100%.
What's that? What's it called? Championship mentality heritage.
No,
Yeah, say it
champions
again, please. Say it
mentality
again.
heritage.
Say that again.
Champions mentality heritage. You have to have the mentality to be a champion. You can't bottle it in big games. You can't bottle it come to the end. I've seen Arsenal last season. When it comes to the end, they falter, they trip up. Man City don't. They've got this champions mentality that they can do it. When they're under pressure, they do it. And you know what, Terry? You said something so special that you said before your stream. You said, if City before the World Cup, if the World Cup wasn't there, Terry, if the World Cup wasn't there, we'll be way ahead of Arsenal. I believe that because this is what City normally, and nobody will tell you, we normally take time, 2 or 3 months to get to this level. But because of the World Cup, it disrupted this. And a lot of our players, 16 players, went to the World Cup playing for the national team. And that disrupted a lot of our performance. And this year, we have to sweat more because of that World Cup. And that's what my opinion was.
I hear you, bro. Nobbins, do you feel that City have that champions mentality heritage?
I still don't really know what it means, to be honest. Look, City have a very good track record of ending title races very strongly. You think of the domestic treble year against Liverpool, and you think of like last year against Liverpool. I'm not quite as confident personally, just because this is. I mean, the Liverpool game. I think that was the time where we finally got to, we strung 4 Premier League wins in a row. I think before then the record this season was only 3, which is obviously quite poor for City's standards. But now it's 5. So it does sort of seem like City are sort of coming into some good form at the business end and of the season, which is always a good thing. I'm still not entirely confident that we'll win the title. For me, it's all going to come, no, not all going to come down to, but it's largely going to come down to the game tomorrow, Liverpool-Arsenal. I think that if Liverpool can draw, then it means that if we beat them at the Etihad, it goes down to goal difference, doesn't it? Assuming that, the teams like win their respective games. And currently we have like a pretty superior goal difference. So if Arsenal fail to win tomorrow, I think I might be edging it back to City winning the title, and I haven't really said that since like the Everton game. Why not? City have the heritage mentality challenge thing that Hamza said.
Champions mentality heritage.
That's the one. We've got that. There you go.
You definitely have whatever that is. I think you do have it. Champions mentality I think is fine. What the heritage bit? I don't quite get. It's wordy, but I hear you, bro.